Yo, swinging and banging on the ones and the twos. Allow me to reintroduce myself to you. Kendrick Avant, your professor of gratitude. And I'm rocking the Mindset Over Bullshit podcast. It's all about putting your mindset over the bullshit like the kids, the stress, your disabilities and limitations. That's how we deal with it. How many of you in Earnest this time? Check us out.
Salute to you.
What's
Yeah, I hear
happening?
you now, King. What's up, King?
How you feeling, man?
You know what? I dare not complain. It's always some shit that we could complain about, but you know what the old folks say. Ain't no point in complaining, and if you did, wouldn't nobody care.
Well, ain't nobody gonna care anyway. A lot of times nowadays, people actually like to see you in distress. You know, they thrive off that. Like, such and such not doing well. They talk.
That's always the fine line I have to always walk, because I be wanting to show people like how bad it really is with this whole disabled shit. At the same time, I don't want to look like I'm begging or look like I'm trying to like play the card because I'm in a wheelchair. This shit is always going through my head as I talk too much.
Yeah, it's like I want to explain to people what's really going on, but then I don't want to be the invalid guy or whatever. So I put on this mask every day. I put on this mask every day.
You don't want to put that whole cloud over the whole conversation, because if you start talking about the shit you going through, the real shit, it's gonna make everybody go, oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna make the whole crowd kind of go there. You like, no, fucking, you gonna keep bouncing.
Yeah, that's a lot. And this is why I try to put on the muscles and put on the smiley face, and you try to be in shape, but you're going through your own personal hell every day.
Yeah.
But knowing that, there's nothing you could do about it. So you might as well, you're still waking up, you breathe in the sunshine outside, smell the flowers.
Yep, that's exactly the way it is. But yo, King, 1,000 thank yous for joining me on Mindset Over Bullshit. First thing I want to do now is let the tribes people know who you are. Maybe what's your Instagram handle, so people know who you are, where to find you, what you do.
Oh, okay. My name is Ernie, right? I have a podcast. I haven't been doing it lately this year. I took a little break, but it will be coming back. It's called the Just Being Earnest podcast. And you can find me on Instagram at Just Being Earnest, EARNEST. And I was diagnosed in May of 2022.
Just got here with
It wasn't, May of 2022. So it's been a little over a year. And I'll get like some of the physical, things, I won't be, sometimes I can't use my right hand, I drop shit, I get like the unprovoked tremors. What else? Mainly, I feel really strong, but mainly it's my words, man. It's losing my words all the time. Not being able to speak, because I'm known for being witty and quick and sharp. That's starting to escape me a little bit. So just trying to, that's why I like how you got this. We can bounce ideas off of each other. See what each other do and how we getting through these things.
Yeah, I like that
shirt. That shirt is fire, man.
Man, appreciate it. I actually I got a fifth grader. She started off the design for me. She got to a point where she all right, Daddy, this is the best that I can do. And then from there, I took her picture and took it to Fiverr, and had somebody on Fiverr look at it, and he popped back up with this.
I design t-shirts for wheelchair users that are not afraid to be called wheelchair users.
This.
Yeah. That's dope.
So make that make them mugs my damn. So you can find it on my if you're interested, you can find them on my website. It's kendrickavant.com. But what I want to talk to you about is whenever so you got diagnosed with the multiple sclerosis in 2012. You've had it for over a year.
2022.
2022. Yeah, my bad. I got diagnosed in October 2016. So I've had it for like 6, 7 years, and I'm
Mhm.
at the primary progressive stage. So at this point now, it's like in my eyes, like I'm legally blind. It's a whole it's damn near everywhere with me.
Yeah.
What my question is, in these stages right now, have you found anything to be really helpful with it?
What do you, as far as helpful? Do you mean help me with my symptoms?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Only thing, the only thing that helps, sometimes I like if I'm eating real well, remembering to eat, staying hydrated, and staying positive, that's the only thing that really gets me through.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the reason why I started all this shit up is because what you just said, the whole eating right, the whole staying positive. That you don't have to pretend to be positive. You ain't got to fake it. Just thinking that some good shit might happen. Just keeping yourself like that seems to be my best medicine for all of this shit.
I feel like it happened to me right away. The positive shit happened to me right away. And when I got diagnosed, man, because I don't know if this is how it happened to you, because you the first Black man I've actually spoke to, words, and not just typing. You're the first person I actually spoke to, because there's not a lot of us out there. It's a lot of white European women, and then there's there's a couple of us sprinkled out there. But when I was diagnosed, I had been suffering symptoms maybe 10 years prior to my diagnosis. I had been going through it. Like I went blind one year. I had the foot drop. Everything happened to me, but then it would just go away. So Black people, it's like, oh, I don't need to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to keep me. And then finally, I'm 3 kids in. 3 kids in, I had my foot drop. Oh, God bless your soul. I had my foot drop again. And then I wasn't tripping. I'm like, man, this happened again. I'm thinking it's an old football injury, And then I'm like, man, this happening again. And then I was dropping shit. So I'm sitting in my back porch and I keep dropping everything that's in my right hand. It just keep falling. And I just don't know, why did it fall? It's like, I don't even feel it in there. And then so finally I called. And then as I'm calling to try to get an appointment, I start slurring. So then they tell me, come right in. They think I'm having a stroke. So I'm like, damn, well, I know I'm not having a stroke. I know my body pretty well. Something's not right, but I know it's not a stroke. So I took my kids Taekwondo. Then I went ahead and went to the emergency room. And I ain't never had this happen to me at the emergency room. Usually when you go to the emergency room at the hospital, you're going to be there all night. I went there. They told me to come in. Man, they did all the tests, MRI right away. And then she came in and told me, I think you have MS, right? I said, MS? You there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm right here, man.
He said, you got MS. And so, man, I'm devastated. I'm crying. I'm thinking I'm going to die.
Had you ever heard of MS before they told you?
Yeah. One of my good friends' mom had it. And she ended up passing. So I'm thinking I'm about to pass, right? I'm thinking, I'm not knowing MS is a chronic illness. I'm thinking it's a terminal illness.
Yep.
So then they kind of laughed with me and they were like, no, you're all right. you just got this. You got to deal with it. So then I'm, they got to keep me there for a few days, pump me with the steroids. So at the same time, I'm crying in the hospital bed, and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, you know what? This has happened to me before. What am I can't just sit up here and cry the whole time. I've been going through this. I might as well just keep going through this. Now I know what I know. Now I know what's been ailing me. I know why I'm so tired. I could probably live a better life now, knowing what's going on. And sure enough, that's what's been happening. It's like, I know I got it. So it's like, oh, I'm tired because, I'm on some chronic fatigue shit right now.
Do you regularly do stuff like yoga, meditate, stuff like that?
Every day. Every day.
Did you do it before you got diagnosed?
I did a lot of it. Yeah, that's why they said I didn't get diagnosed for so long. Just say I was so active. I was constantly doing stuff like that. I had an eating regimen and all of that going. So that's why I didn't get diagnosed until I was 40.
Hey, what's up with you, baby? It's your boy Big H, man. Hey, look at here. Don't let these haters tell you that you can't do it, man.
I got diagnosed at I think I was 37 or 38.
If I was smart, I would have been diagnosed at 37 or 38. But I was being ignorant, I was just thinking I could just tough my way through everything.
That's the way I was too. Yo, King, that's the way I was too. And it seems to be the common story with a lot of the guys that I interview. Whenever we everybody's always felt something was going on. Like I had a doctor tell me, one doctor told me that I had one leg shorter than the other. I had another doctor telling me it was because of my that I had all these herniated and bulging discs in my spine. Like I went to of course I was going back and forth to the gym, but I wasn't doing, like I was out of shape and everything. I was a school teacher for almost 20 years before I got diagnosed. And whenever I got diagnosed, we had just left. We had gone on vacation to Costa Rica. I had quit being a teacher, become a realtor. I was selling houses. Like in the first 6 months, I made more than my whole year's salary of teaching real quick. The real estate was popping. And we went on vacation to Costa Rica, and I'm struggling walking and everything. And a lady gives me a massage on the beach. And she speaks to me in my ear and she said, "This is not your muscles that's making you hurt whenever you walk. This is in your brain." So my wife is like a registered nurse. We come home, and when I walked into the neurologist's office, she looked at me and said, "Oh, you've had MS for what, 20 years?" And I said, "Yo, I ain't got no MS." I knew what MS was. My aunt had just passed away of MS complications. I got like 2 or 3 aunts in my family that have it. I have a cousin that has MS in Dallas. I'm in Houston. So I'm very well acquainted with MS. So whenever she said, I was like, "Yo, I don't got no MS. No way, no way." Be damn, dog. Ran them MRIs and I had like 12 on my spine, and she said she stopped counting at 55 on the brain. And that was in 2016.
God bless that doctor.
What'd you say?
Hey, God bless that doctor.
Yeah.
I
ain't believing her.
Huh? You said what?
I ain't believing that doggone doctor, man.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she said it. I got tested. I have it and everything, but she was the kind of neurologist, because I've had a few at this point. I'm 7 years in. Okay. She was the kind of doctor who, whenever you come in and you're trying to tell her stuff, she already has what she wants to say to you. So she's not really studying what the hell you saying. She wants you to hear what she is telling you. I ain't like this. I ended up leaving her. I tried out another one. I ended up stopping 6 months after I got diagnosed. I just quit all healthcare. I quit it all, and I went like almost 7 years with no healthcare. I was doing stuff like eating right, the yoga, the meditation, the exercise, start up the gratitude journal. Yeah! I keep that going to keep my mindset clear, because if I don't do my gratitude journal, dog, I'm going to freak out on somebody.
Yeah, for sure, man. And then I got this book. I don't know if you got it. Maybe your viewers have it. It's called Wall's Protocol. You know about it?
Yeah.
that's really that comes in handy. You know, there's a lot of times, you know, it's like, dang, I don't know what to cook. You know, I'm not trying to have these potatoes wreak havoc on my body. So, you know, that's always good to have. It's always good to, man, this is so beneficial to me, man, this talk. Because, you know, you never know, man. It's like people just going through it. Like you get, you know, it's like my legs are fine, you know. They're fine. I have like my hips will drop every once in a while. But you know, it's the brain, the losing of the words, and it's just it's good to have some community, you know, even if you are all the way H down.
Yeah, man. It's just knowing somebody else out there is going through it and you're not the only one. I guess that's the biggest thing right there is knowing you're not the only one. Cause I have like all type of medications and everything that they want me to take. And then it's like I forgot where I got the stat from. But it's like 80, it is the average MS multiple sclerosis patient is worth $1.2 million in yearly co-insurance, co-pays, deductibles, all that kind of shit. So once I read about that, and it's like they gave me Sabri start off with. I tried out all the medication that they put me on. I felt like we would do a new MRI. And I would always have more lesions. Like everything kept on getting worse. So that's the reason why on that second time, like, you know what? Let me just stop all of this and I'm just gonna rock and roll and go with the whole wellness thing. And then I came back to healthcare last year because I had a good job that had
benefits.
Outstanding benefits. So I came back, and even if I came back, it was my first time getting MRI, getting anything done for the MS in 7 years. And it took me to go from I got diagnosed in 2016. In 4 years, I am now wheelchair bound. So I'm not just in a wheelchair because I can't walk. Like, yo, your boy can't. I cannot stand. I cannot crawl. I cannot take a step. Like I can't do anything. I have muscle weakness. Plus, I have constant spasms. I'm legally blind now. My bowels and my bladder, I don't have much control over. I just went to the neurologist yesterday because I'm legally blind in one eye and the other eye is messed up. She was telling me that she was asking me like, "Hey, why haven't you gone to see this neuro ophthalmologist?" Yo, because my insurance, like I got to get a job, I got to do on blah blah blah. She said, "All right, look, I want you to see the neuro ophthalmologist, and I want you to go see had to get new MRI." Because what I was frustrated about was I paid to get MRIs, and the MRIs are what, like the deductible was like a couple of hundred, maybe 200 or 300. She hadn't even shown me those MRIs before it's time to get new MRIs to do some more shit. I'm like, yo, no, let me see those MRIs. Like, let me see. I know it was over 6 months ago, but damn it, I want to see that shit before we do any more of this new shit.
And I'm still looking for a perfect. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, there's a bird in my car. Oh, it's a bird. It's a...
I got a real good relationship with my neurologist because she had told me something. My damn iPad about to die and I don't got a charger. But she said to me, she was, I'm asking her all this advice, and she was like, you know what? She's like, you patients, you MS patients, y'all are the experts. She said, y'all are the experts. She said, yeah, I read on it. She said, I read up on it, but y'all have it. You're experts. Nobody knows anything. You're the experts. She said, we practice medicine. She said, we practice medicine. If we could die something, we can give you medicine for it. She was like, but as far as being an expert, that's you guys.
Yep.
I took that to heart, So nobody's, we know what we're going through. It's like when you're talking about your legs, first thing I was going to ask you, because my neighbor had MS, and I didn't talk to him a whole year. And then a week before we was about to move out, I found out it was MS. I thought he was a gunshot victim.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, nah, man, I got MS. I was like, no shit, me too. We tight now, but it's just, it's wild. Like with your legs, is it, okay, so you said it's the spasms.
Yo, you heard earlier, Ernst said that his iPad was about to run out of battery. It ran out. He's going to reschedule and come back for part 2 of his interview over multiple sclerosis. Until then, 1,000 thank yous for rocking with your boy for Mindset Over Bullshit. I appreciate it, and I want you to like this, love this, share, subscribe, help me out.